Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks for clicking on 5 News Web News. It's Tuesday, June 18th. I'm Brittany Hoke.
And I'm Matt Heckel, and here are some of the top stories we've been following today here on 5 News.
A young woman was killed and 4 others sent to the hospital after an accident on I-79 yesterday.
Yeah, and police say it happened when the girl accidentally crossed the median and went into oncoming traffic. Police say 21-year-old Samantha Schaub was driving north on 79 when she crossed over the median into the southbound lanes. That's when she accidentally hit another vehicle head-on, and both vehicles then caught fire. Officials tell 5 News that several witnesses stopped to help seconds after the accident happened. The 4 people in the Jeep, including a child, were taken to Ruby. If you have any more information about that crash, you're asked to call Trooper Maidens at 285-3200. Meanwhile, over in Marion County, an accident there also sent a person to the hospital by HealthNet. Officials tell us the vehicle was the only one on the road when it went over an embankment and rolled into a ditch. Officials have not released the driver's condition. Be sure to stay with us here at 5 News for more on that story.
And a fire at a Barber County trailer has been ruled arson by the state fire marshal. The fire was on Stone Coal Road in the Brownton area. Investigators told us that no utilities were hooked up because a family was supposed to be moving in soon. Crews said they think the fire started at around 2 o'clock Friday morning, but they weren't called until 7. If you have any information on this fire, call the Barber County Sheriff's Department at 457-2352 or the State Arson Hotline at 1-800-233-FIRE. And a fire at a Harrison County home this weekend is also being looked into as suspicious. Flames were shooting out of the roof when crews got to the house on Cox Street just after midnight. No one's lived in that house for years, leaving firefighters to believe that it was intentionally set. It took them about an hour to get it under control. Luckily, though, nobody was hurt. Stay with 5 News for any more updates.
Well, police are looking for a missing Pennsylvania man here in our area. They say 28-year-old Albert Copper III was last seen in the Avonmore area of Pennsylvania on June 6. Copper is a white man, about 5'7" and 120 pounds, with brown eyes and reddish-brown hair. He was last seen wearing a gray t-shirt, blue jeans, tennis shoes, and a black hat. If you have any information, you're asked to call the State Police. Their number on your screen right there, 724-727-3434.
And 2 more people have been arrested in an attempted murder case from last year. 7 months ago, a group of 4, including 34-year-old Michael Pumphrey and 24-year-old Tiffany Mayo, drove to a home in Gilmer County to kill a pair of people who were living there. Now, apparently they beat the 2 victims with a lead pipe, an attack that left them unconscious. We're going to update you once the 4 suspects make court appearances. And a Buchanan man accused of trying to shoot his wife has been arrested. Officers say that Robert Ehrlich and his wife were fighting at their home on Henry Street. They said that Ehrlich was drinking and threatened to shoot her. When she turned around, he allegedly shot at her head. Police say, though, that he missed and instead shot the wall.
Well, could it be a crack in the 40-year search to find Jimmy Hoffa? The FBI is following up on yet another possible clue that may lead them to the body of the former Teamsters boss. According to CNN, the FBI executed a search warrant for a field in Michigan. It's about 20 miles north of where Hoffa was last seen back in 1975. Tony Zerilli, a man alleged to have been a mobster, claims Hoffa was buried there in a shallow grave. Investigators are being extremely tight-lipped on yesterday's dig to find his body. In October, a tipster from a suburban community in Detroit claimed he saw a body buried in a yard that day after Hoffa disappeared. The FBI tested soil samples from the area, but it showed no traces of human remains.
And General Keith Alexander, the director of the NSA, is headed back to Capitol Hill today to testify at a hearing on the secret surveillance programs leaked to the press. Intelligence officials say that controversial data collection programs have helped thwart terrorist plots in the U.S. and 20 other countries. However, the details of those plots are still classified. Now, some in Congress are trying to have General Alexander declassify those details in order to show Americans that the programs are working.
All right, let's take a quick look at what our newsroom's working on for tonight for First at 5 and 5 News at 6. First up, is sibling rivalry worse than bullying? We're going to tell you why some experts think it could be.
And looking for a little culture this summer? Well, some unique North American artifacts are coming to our area. We're going to give you a little sneak peek. Plus, we're going to have a look at your first alert forecast with Chief Meteorologist Ken Meehan, and he'll let you know when the rain is moving out and the sun's moving back in tonight on First at 5 and 5 News at 6.
And that's what's making headlines today. Be sure to tune in tonight for First at 5 and 5 News at 6. And until then,
have a great day, everybody.